Well, good evening and welcome to another Friday night stream here on Go Promotions Twitch. My name is Matt Nippers and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to TA2 for GT Club. We are at probably one of the worst tracks for these cars, honestly. The Adelaide Street Circuit, rest in peace, with some of the widest cars in the world. These monstrous TA2 touring cars, or Trans Am cars I should call them. And currently we have got Fando on top. Let's have a look at the times. 1:24.8 for Fando. He leads Matt Cotter with a 25.4. Should expect to see a really strong field tonight. I believe we are expecting a pretty decent total of drivers turning up. So hopefully we have a really good night of racing for you. Shout out to Reddy Bayer for the follow 4 days ago off stream. Much appreciated, man. I hope you're joining us tonight and you're enjoying the stream. And also shout out to our poll just then. What are you racing with? Unfortunately, we only had one vote, but looks like VR pretty popular. I have to say, I'm a fan of VR sim racing, and I have my own VR headset, a HP Reverb G2. Love it. It is so much fun, so immersive. Just makes it a little bit easier just to look around corners. Love it. But let me know in chat what you're racing with if you didn't get in on the poll in time. We're currently following Fando around the circuit. We'll see if we can't find someone who's about to start a lap. No, Corey Williams has not started a lap. Matt Double has not started a lap. No, Tara has just started a lap, but a little bit too late though. I guess we'll stick with Fando for now. He's the current top of the leaderboard at the moment. And he just about bins it in front of Kim. But he manages to keep it together. So we'll ride on board with him now. And hopefully he doesn't bin it during this lap. And hopefully he doesn't pull into pit lane either. Also, in chat, just let me know what you think I'm drinking. It's 5 o'clock on It's past 5 o'clock on a Friday. Anyway, let's get started. We're heading down the main straight up to 4th gear, and then we have to back it down to 2nd for the infamous turn 1 and 2 chicane. See, Fando absolutely launches it over the chicane curbs, and now up towards the staircase, Wakefield Street. First we go right. Got to be careful of that wall. It juts out, run out of space very, very quickly. And we head into the second part of the staircase, and we've got plenty of room on the outside, but apparently the curbs are quite rough in these cars, so the advice from the GT Club team has been use the curbs at your own peril. Anyway, on to the scariest part of this circuit, the back straight heading up to turn 8. Haven't we seen some awful crashes here over the years in real life? Plenty and plenty of crashes there, but Fando manages to get through quite nicely. A little bit of a lift there on the TA2s, and then hard on the brake, back to first gear for the hairpin. Use the torque of the big thumping V8 to make your way up to turn 9 and 10. You got to be careful, that wall does jut out again. Very easy to run out of space around this circuit, especially with these big thick boy TA2 cars. And now up to the final hairpin. Get it rotated back to first gear. You can listen to how low the RPMs get in these cars. And that is one lap of the Adelaide Street Circuit. Let's see if we got a livery. Hey, there we go. We have a livery for Dravs this time. The Jim's Track Limits Mountain Dew. Let me do my best redneck impersonation. Hang on. Mountain Dew is the greatest drink on the planet. But in reality, it is not rum and coke, Lieutenant. It is Johnny Walker and coke. Close, but not quite. We have some class on this channel. Come on. So, Dravelmere running the show tonight. Unfortunately, we have not got Steve Duro, which is a huge shame. We will be missing the number 40, well, the number 9 normally, but he's running 42, I believe. No, he's not running 42. He's running something else tonight in this series. But we do miss you, Steve. Hopefully, you're joining us in chat, keeping an eye on the club and how it's going tonight. So, Dravelmere into pit lane. Let's check out Daniel Cicluna. It's his debut race tonight in the HP Tuners number 9. Of course, no stranger to cars like this and a track like this. We've seen him on numerous occasions running a V8 supercar, and of course, we all know that V8 supercars run around this circuit quite a bit. Very popular. Rest in peace to the Adelaide 500, of course. Huge shame that we no longer have that legendary event. Let's bring up a full screen of the action on track, and we'll find someone else who is running quite well. Matt Cotter, another driver that we always expect to go well, especially in cars like this. Of course, he's no stranger to the Adelaide street circuit. Unfortunately, finds the fence before turn 8, which is very odd. I'll tell you who is excited. It is the Go Race Burb. You can hear him absolutely going ballistic. Not too far away from me, so get your bird memes out in chat or bird emotes, whatever you got. Show some love to the Go Race Bird. Anyway, back to some actual drivers. Matt Cotter, of course, we've seen him millions and millions of times on this channel, normally running in V8 supercars, but tonight he is running in the TA2s. Cars very similar to V8 supercars, although I have to say, these cars are a lot more stable than a V8 supercar. I have to say, they handle the curbs quite well at turn 1 and 2. So definitely keep an eye on these guys as they crash through turn. In fact, you know what? We're gonna go free camp, and we're gonna go camping. We're gonna have a look at our Bunnings sausage snag cam here. At this monster sausage curb right on the track limits, really. Let's see who's coming down the straight next. We'll find out. Tell you what, Meatbag Bird Brave, you're not wrong there. He is going nuts. Here we go, Matt Double. He gets a little bit of the Bunnings snag here. And, well, cars handling it all pretty well, aren't they? We'll start a new poll. What sort of poll should we start? Whoa, who was that? I want to say that was Noah Turra. Yeah, it was Noah Turra getting it a little bit loose going into turn number 1. And he decides to park it there. But we've got about 7 minutes left in this practice session, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Times are pretty tight, especially around the midfield. Fortunately, Matt Southwell has found the fence, or found the grass at the final corner. In a lovely rendition of Chaz Mostert's car, has to be said, as Dravomir displaces him down to 7th in the session. We're hoping to have Chris Nipris back soon as well, the other half of 1-6 Motorsport in GT Club. Whoa! There we go. Matt Southwell absolutely launching it over the curb there. Love to see it. Feel like he should probably be thinking about running a General Lee livery instead of the Appliances Online livery. That was some Dukes of Hazzard stuff there. Trying to think of a good poll question for you folks out there. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm sure I'll think up a poll a little bit later tonight. But yeah. Anyway, since we've got a few seconds left in practice, we might start a prediction of the poll time. What are you folks thinking at home? Are we going to see a sub 124? Let's go that. Sub 124 or 124 plus. I'll give you guys plenty of time to think about this. Get some channel points, and then you can redeem those channel points to focus on your favourite driver or any driver you want. So let's get that prediction happening. Got 5 minutes to think that over. What do you think the poll time's going to be? While we are waiting, So I'll throw it out to you guys. What do you prefer to race with? Your VR, single screen, triple screen, projection monitor. What do you race with? No, that Matt Southwell, I believe he runs with triple screen setup. Told him he's a good mate of mine, and told him about how much I loved VR, and he just basically just went, "Oh, please don't tell me that. I just shelled out for a triple screen setup." Anyway, we'll check how Southie goes on this lap. I don't think he's actually on a valid lap. He's got Fando and Noatara just behind him. Oh, big slide for Southie. He manages to gather it up and fire it back down towards the final corner. See if there's any other camera angles. No, there's no other camera angles. So, of course, just a reminder with this series, it is fixed setup only. So you don't have to worry about your trying to tune these cars. They are quite difficult as Southie goes once again. Why do I hear Dixie playing every time Southie takes that chicane? Ah, J-Boss, hey, how you doing, buddy? Wreckfest next weekend? See how we go. I know I keep saying it, but we're working on something. It's going to be another Shitbox Rallycross night, but we'll try and include some qualifying and things like that. Rika and I are in planning stages of it, so don't worry. We'll announce it. We will announce it. I promise. So we continue to follow Matt Southwell. He's actually half a second up on his best as he heads through turn 8 with a little bit of a drift there. He would have loved that. Now backs it off into the hairpin, but gets a little bit too deep. Runs it wide. That'll hurt his delta, that's for sure. Honestly, is there anything better than the TA2 cars, as unfortunately Matt Southwell bins at that time, and that is a bin. I'll give that 3 bins out of 5 for Matt Southwell, so not bad effort from him. Let's check in with Noatara. This is his first appearance tonight in the number 03, or the 3 Chevrolet Camaro. Oh, there we go. That's actually a good pole. We'll start a new poll. Let's see. So here's a poll for you folks out there. What is your favourite TA2 car? Do you like the Camaro? Do you like the Mustang? Or do you like the Challenger? Unfortunately, we don't have the Challenger in this mod, but maybe one day we'll get the Dodge Challenger and have the full collection of the TA2 cars. But, yeah, chuck in your opinions. Be interested to see what you prefer. Hugh Smackman, they look fun. They are a lot of fun. If you like the V8 Supercar mod by V8 Corsa, you will love these. These are a little bit similar, but I reckon they grip a little bit better and a lot more stable than a V8 Supercar. And of course, 4-speed H-pattern gearbox. A lot of fun to play around with, providing you've actually got a H-pattern shifter. Anyway, we're just counting down the last few seconds of practice, as unfortunately Matt Double has a half bin. Noatara does not improve, 27.4. Say he's just running around his race setup. And in fact, he's going to abandon that lap. Matt Cotter has done well. He's done a 24.3. He's at the top of the leaderboard. Hugh Smackman. So, where can I download it? Good question. I will actually do you a huge favour. You can get them from GT Club. You can get these from GT Club if you sign up to the TA2 series. So here is the GT Club Discord right there. Go join up. Sign up to the series, get access to the download files, and yeah, have fun with these cars. Join the series. Just saying. Of course, GT Club have got a little bit more than just TA2. They, of course, have the WEC series that they're running. Let's go on board with Kim Weckert here. Kim Weckert had a very strong round number 1, actually. He actually scored a race win in race number 2. No, I'm going to cast my vote in this poll. I love the Camaro, just because I am a general man. I love the Chevrolets. I just cannot bring myself to love the Mustang or the Challenger. It's Camaro or nothing for me. But I'd love to hear your thoughts out there in chat. Anyway, I think we are about ready to end this session. As Noah fires it out of the final corner. We'll see what he stops the clock at. 031, sorry. I would say that we are getting close to the end of practice because we have just ticked over 8 o'clock and we will need to get into qualifying. So let's wrap up practice. Matt Cotter on top, ahead of Fando 26. These two guys, they were on top of their game at round number 1 at Watkins Glen. And we have Noah Turra, respectable P3, although he's a fair way off the back of Fando and Matt Cotter. Matt Double is making his debut tonight in the solo thirst-crushing Camaro. Then we have Kim Weckert, Dravelmere, Corey Williams, Matt Southwell, Dennis Lecluna, and Stephen Martin over the page. That is it, unfortunately. Hopefully we get a few more turn out just in time for qualifying. Anyway, we're looking at Daniel Lecluna, another driver that we see. I don't think Daniel Lecluna is aware that we do rolling starts in this series. Actually, he's going to bail out of it. Okay. I think that's it. Everyone in pit lane. No, Noah's going out for one more run. And shout out to OG Mud and Nolsey for joining the GT Club Discord. Welcome to the Discord, and I hope you join up. Anyway, that is the end of practice. Let's go back to our pre-race show so you can see my lovely face. Let's jump out of that server, and we will get set for the start of qualifying. How many people actually got in to the prediction? Oh, only one of you. Meatbag, 50 go races. Okay. For a sub 124. Okay, well, that's brave. I think these guys are pushing it, but I wouldn't put it past Matt Cotter to get it into the 123s. Also, by the way, cheers to Fridays. How has everyone's Friday been going, as a matter of fact? Tell you what, I had a very, very long day. Oh, there we go. We have got a server up and running. Dravelmere absolutely on top of it with the server management tonight. So that is great to see. And just a little reminder to all of you sitting at home watching this on YouTube, instead of joining us live on Twitch, shame on you. There is the GT Club Discord. Go join it. Have fun with the TA2 series. And pick good legends. see if anyone is at the end of pit lane. Well, Fando is ready. He is keen to head out on track. He's actually parked right up next to Matt Southwell. Supermax. I think we have a Max Verstappen fan here. Fando just went up 10 points in my book. Anyway, here we go. Fando out on track. He's going to lead us out. As everyone joins into the server, Matt Double will join him. So we will actually go full track for you folks at home. Here we go. Get rid of my ugly face. Ha! And Fando will be the first man out on track. Matt Cotter also on track in the number 77, and Matt Southwell too. Still got plenty of time for drivers to get out there and get their lap in. Oh, hello. We've have we just lost connection? I think we've just lost connection. I think server issues. Lovely. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, kicked from the server. Oh no. Who is going to win round 4 in the V8 Supercars next weekend? That's a good question, Hugh. Who did very well at Sydney Motorsport Park? Where are they racing for the next round? Ooh, both. Real life and AK Racing. AK Racing. I haven't seen an attendance for AK Racing yet. But I'd be willing to bet probably Matt Cotter will win a race, and maybe Peter Reid will get up there. Where is the next round for AK Racing's V8 Supercar Series? It is Simmons Plains. That is just going to be carnage. I'm very confident in predicting it is just going to be carnage at Simmons Plains. Let's see if I can rejoin the server. Percat would be nice in real life. I agree, Lieutenant. I do like my WAEU team. Where are they racing actually for the next round of V8 Supercars? Okay. Okay. We are not quite ready for qualifying, it seems. It's all good. It's all good. There is no need to stress. Simmons Plains. Ooh. Who went strong there last time? That is a very good question. Much as I hate to say it, I think the 888 cars are going to be quite competitive, and they will probably it's probably going to be Van Gisbergen. Hate to say it, I'm not a huge fan of Van Gisbergen. Ooh, here's a good poll for you guys out there. The results of the last poll. Well, with the Camaro, I was the only one who voted. Come on, guys, get involved in these polls. I'm putting them on for a reason. All right. Here we go. More importantly, because can't type. Here we go. So I am going to make it very, very, very interesting. Formula One. I can only put in 5 teams, but feel free to put in your own team with some go races. Let's see. I put in my favourite 5 for this one. But who do you guys reckon is going to take the first win in Formula 1? Who's going to take first blood? And that is not a joke. Haas is not a joke. I think Haas will be competitive in round 1. I think they're going to be competitive all year, actually. Mick Schumacher is a very, very good driver, and they have definitely got that car sorted out. Let's be honest. But I mean, you would expect the team to be going pretty well, given that they just, they just threw 2021 under the bus and started working on 2022. So you would hope those guys would have it under control. Let's see, anyone on track? No one is on track. That is good. So we are set for a start. Fando is out on track. Let's get rid of my ugly mug off the stream. Here we go. Hopefully I don't get kicked this time. Ooh, here we go. Lieutenant Lama, Latifi going Williams. Hugh Smackman, I'm actually in agreement with you. I don't think Max is going to win, and I don't think Lewis will win either. In fact, I'm going to say something very controversial. I don't think Mercedes is going to be very competitive this year. At least for the first half of the year, they are not going to be competitive. And I know that I've just upset every single Mercedes fan, but that is just how I feel. Anyway, let's talk about TA2 Pixel Racing. Glaze 1, is this game's multiplayer still big? Hell yeah it is, man. When you got something that you can just mod the hell out of, yeah man, you're going to get some big multiplayer numbers. We actually stream AK Racing races with their V8 Supercar League on Sunday nights. We have a week off this week, but we'll be back next week for round 4 of the AK Racing V8 Supercar Series. And we also stream Shakedown Sim Racing on Tuesday nights, but they're having a bit of a break. Hearing whispers from Shakedown Sim Racing that they could be doing a multi-league series. A multi-class league, I should say. So GT3 and GT4. Guys, I've got my fingers crossed that that takes off because I love multi-class racing. Multi-class racing is the best, hands down. If you think I'm lying, check out Super GT. If you want to find an example of multi-class racing. Anyway. But yeah, guys, this game's multiplayer is still big. It's amazing, isn't it? A 2014 game is still massive, and if you get the custom shaders patch, it really brings the game up to 2022 standards. So yeah. Anyway, Fando brings it around the final sector. How's that pole going? Ferrari! Oh, okay. Interesting. You know what? Ferrari is going pretty strong. I think their car is strong this year. Anyway, Fando will cross line, set the benchmark at 126.3. A little bit off that sub 124 as he heads through turn number 1 and 2. Matt Cotter, though, goes straight to the top with a 125.1. We'll see who else crosses the line next. That would be Kim Wecker with a 28.3. Daniel Cicluna, 151.8. I'd say that'd be an outlap from Cicluna. Daniel Cicluna, no stranger to cars similar to this. But we'll see. Oh yes, Lieutenant Lama, yeah, that is correct. Glaze, do check out GT Club. There is their Discord. They also have about roughly once a month multi-class sim league, the WEC series. Great fun. We had about 15 or 16 drivers turn up to round 1 at Sebring. That was huge fun. I competed in that one. 1 GTE, but I think I got a little bit lucky. Anyway, Matt Cotter still on top. We'll check on Fando. He's coming up towards the final corner. As he rounds the final corner, gets the car rotated and gets the power down nicely. That is a nice exit from Fando. He's not going to go best. Let's bring up our sectors, actually, so we can see who's actually going fast. Purple Sector 3 from Fando. That puts him up into second with a 25.2. Kim Wecker does personal best with a 27.7. Matt Double now up into fourth, but Daniel Cycluna, 25 flat. So Daniel Cycluna putting down his intention nice and early tonight, although Fando with a purple Sector 1 by 2/10, and we'll keep an eye on that delta because he is up by more than 2/10 as he exits out of the staircase, out of Wakefield Street and down the back straight. He's up to 3/10 over his own personal best. Tips it into turn 8, gets it nicely. He's got Matt Cotter just behind him, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, Matt Double's going purple in Sector 1 as well. Weckert going personal best, so is Corey Williams. Fando, he loses a bit of time in Sector 2, I'd say. He got a little bit balked by Cotter. Not a lot, but just enough to sort of disrupt the aero flow. I think these cars actually produce a fair bit of aero. So, yeah, following another car would maybe affect these cars a little bit. They are very stable in the high-speed corners, that's for sure. Anyway, Fando goes to the top at 124.8. You love to see it. You love to see it. So the gauntlet is being thrown down with 7.5 minutes left to go. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking Scotch and Coke. It's really affecting my ability to English. We'll check in with Corey Williams. He's doing a personal best down there in 9th, but he can definitely improve. Oh, he is not going to improve this time, though, as he bins it at turn 8. That is a bin. That is a 4 out of 5 bins for Corey Williams. Let's check in with Matt Double, with the golden bin contender. And, you know, speaking of which, I know I mention this every stream, but I love it when people hide little things in their livery. Please keep doing it. I love it. Golden bin contender. Oh, you love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Anyway, Matt Double is half a second down. In fact, we're not seeing much improvement from anyway. Noah Tara, though, he is improved in Sector 2. Personal best for him. Oh, gets it sideways on the entry and the exit. You love to see that too. As he heads up towards the final hairpin. Grabs a little bit of grass on the entry. That's not ideal. He will round the final corner. He's just slipstreaming Kim Weckert just in front of him. Weckert goes at 27.6 and Noah Tara at 126.7. So that's an improvement from Noah. The series debutant tonight. Unfortunately, Matt Southwell has binned it. He returns to pit lane, gets some fresh boots on. He'll be back out there again. Not a good qualifier, Matt Southwell, but he does tend to do okay in the race. Matt Cotter runs very, very deep. He's actually up by 4/10 over Fando's time. As he makes his way up to turn 8. Let's jump on board with him. Big lift. Of course, these cars very heavy. They don't like to corner at high speeds, even with all the aero that they've got. I mean, seriously, look at that front splitter. Look at that front splitter. Love it. I love that rear wing too. Got a few minutes left in the poll as well. Don't forget to cast your vote in that. It's neck and neck, Red Bull, Mercedes, and Ferrari. So that's that'll be interesting. Anyway, Matt Cotter is he is on for a 24.2, I'd say. There we go, a 24.5. That is personal best. He goes to the top. Saw Fando was up in... No, who was up? I swear I saw someone who was on top. I'm going to cast my vote in this poll, and I'm not joking about this. Haas. I reckon Haas will win round 1. Even Stevens all the way down. So good to see a good split from everyone. Bit of a shame that no one's thinking McLaren can get up there. They've got a really good, strong car. Oh, Fando grabs that curb at turn 8. That's brave stuff. He's up in Sector 2, purple. See his delta is down a little bit on his own time. See if he can get that delta to green just in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Hugh Smackman, Haas. You reckon Haas will get a top? I think that's guaranteed that Haas will get a top 15. But I reckon they'll go all the way at some point this year. They will get a win. As long as we don't talk about damn porpoising. 25-2 for Fando. That puts him up to second. I think he may have exceeded track limits at some point. Let's check in on Dravelmere. He's currently in the top 5. He's doing a personal best in Sector 1. He's actually up by almost a second on his own personal best. This might put him... Well, the predicted time is a 25.6. Plenty of time to improve, though. He's a second down, though, on Matt Cotter's time. I'm a little bit surprised that Draver's taking his sweet time getting to grips with this car. As we saw Matt Southwell out in the escape road back there. 99% sure I've seen Dravelmere running V8 supercars with AK Racing. He gets out of the final corner, gets good drive. He's up by 4/10. It's going to be a 25.9 that should put him up to 4th. He displaces Matt Double. We'll check in on Noah. He's up by 6/10 as well. He's got a good slipstream from Kim Weckert as well. Let's jump on board with him as he chases Kim into the turn 9 hairpin. Oh, Weckert grabs that curb. That's not going to help him. He's on a personal best as well. This is the hard part about qualifying. In fact, Noah's going to back out of it, so we'll join Kim Weckert. Oh, that's going to be frustrating for Kim and for Noah, I have to say, as a 24.614 for Matt Cotter. That is what you want to see. In fact, a 24.680 for Fando as well. We're coming up to the last laps in qualifying with less than 2 minutes left to run. See if Corey Williams and Matt Southwell can get up there in the 25 and 84. As Weckert runs over the curb. See the sparks flying. I love that new addition in the custom shaders patch. It's really made this 2014 game. I want to remind you, 2014 game, by the way. And it looks like as though it belongs in 2022. Modding community out there is second to none with Assetto Corsa. Weckert, he's on for a personal best. He's up by 1/4 of a second. Into turn 8. Little lift grabs the curb, but he manages to keep it off the fence. I like that Kim has also removed the windscreen wiper from his car. Now Weckert out of the final corner. He should improve. Noah Torre actually gets into the top 5 with 4th. Weckert does improve, but he's unable to make an impression on the top 5. He does get one more lap in, though. It looks like Matt Cotter is happy with his lap, as is Fando. We'll check on Daniel Cicluna. He's sitting in 3rd. He is probably one driver who can probably upset the apple cart here. His best time is one of the other drivers who's into the 24s. Really tight between the top 3, I have to say. See, Cyclone is pushing hard. We're right on board with him. Lots of opposite lock going on here with Cycluna. Not an ideal exit out of turn number 7 as he heads down the back straight. In fact, he hasn't set any sector time, so we can't really tell you what he's up to. Oh, he finds the wall at turn 8, though. Going to be saying that a lot tonight. Unfortunately, Meatbag, I think I'm going to take some of your go races there. Hasn't been the tidiest lap from Daniel Cycluna. So he heads up towards the final corner. In fact, he's going to bail out and do an impromptu practice entry for his pit stops. That is it for qualifying. So Matt Cotter, the pole time with a 1:24.45. So guess what? I'm taking your channel points, Meatbag. Fando will start off row number 1 next to Cotter with a 1:24.6. Then we see Daniel Cycluna and Noatara off of row 2. Dravelmere and Matt Double off of row 3. Weckert and Southwell off of row 4. And then off row 5 we have Corey Williams by himself with a 1:28.2. Anyway, that is that for qualifying. Let's bring up my my miserable mug. There we go. Hello, look at that. Look at that. We've even got the little advertisement there for GT Club. I really shouldn't drink on stream. Aussie Motorsport League, I found the Dodge Charger mod of TA2. Oh, that's cool. You have to send that to GT Club and see if they can incorporate it. Yeah, so any surprises there from qualifying? I think that was pretty well standard, honestly. I honestly would expect that Matt Cotter would put it on pole position after his performance last Sunday night with the V8 Supercar Series. A little bit surprised that Fando was... I'm not really surprised he was on the front row. I was surprised that he didn't put on pole. The answer is never less alcohol. Yeah. I really shouldn't. It's a family-friendly stream here. We're a Christian channel. I'm not Christian, but we are a Christian channel. Oh boy. Can't download the TA2 mod, mate. Sign up for the series. Hugh Smackman, sign up for that TA2 series, and then the Binomial Eagle will grant you access to this glorious mod. I really should not be drinking at all. In fact, new poll. Going to put it up to you guys. There you go, new poll. Should I cease drinking on stream? I forgot to put a question mark on the end of that. That sucks. Yep, I agree with that, Llama. If you intend on racing, which you should, GT Club, very, very friendly league on Assetto. Should definitely sign up and take part in this, regardless of where you are in the world. We do have some Americans that sign up and race with us, so yeah, definitely sign up. Sunday, 26th of the 3rd Aussie Motorsport League. Ooh, that would be interesting. Because I may be interested in broadcasting that, depending on my commitment with AK Racing. 26th of the 3rd, mate. Aussie Motorsport League. Drop me an email, mate, because I would be interested in broadcasting that for you if you want. There's my email, Aussie Motorsport League. I'm interested. I can do it. Yeah, well, Eternal Llama. That's a very good point. Dravier's a bit of a bastard. I might be able to. Yeah, I'm very keen to broadcast that for you. Oh, there we go. We have a race server. Can I join, please? Please? Let me join. Let me in. Let me in. There we go. We're in. Feedback is important. Thank you for taking part in the poll. So let's run through the grid one more time. Matt Cotter, your pole sitter ahead of Fando26. That is your row 1. Row 2 will be Daniel Cicluna and Noah Turra. Dravelmere and Matt Double off of row 3. Kim Weckert and Matthew Southwell. Keep an eye on Weckert. He was rapid at Watkins Glen. Matt Southwell looks like he's struggling a little bit tonight. And then we have Corey Williams. So good turnout tonight. Hopefully we get a few more turn up for the rest of the year. Oh, we haven't done a prediction yet for a clean turn 1. Clean turn 1, yeah. Start a prediction. Here we go. Clean turn 1. What do you reckon, guys? Keep in mind it's a rolling start tonight. I'm going to get rid of my ugly mug off the strap. Lieutenant Llama, this one's going to be too spicy for the pepper. Interesting. I don't know about that. GT Club, very clean when it comes to turn 1. 9 times out of 10. But make sure you get your predictions in, earn some channel points. Whoa, 5k. Who on earth bet 5k on a clean turn 1? Ryan Ford. 5,000. Love it. Cax, oh god, I'm going to have a struggle pronouncing this one. Caxips06 lurking? Mate, hit the follow button, then you can lurk whenever you want. Blue one should win. Fando26. Ooh, that's a spicy prediction. Fando, you know what? I actually wouldn't disagree. Fando is rapid out there, but he has got Matt Cotter next to him. Matt Cotter, not a slouch driver by any stretch of the imagination. Very experienced in similar cars, the V8 Supercar Series with AK Racing. He's done this track a million times before himself. But geez, it's going to be an interesting turn 1 and 2 between these two. But you never know. Noah Turra and Daniel Cicluna, like, definitely don't forget this man here, Daniel Cicluna in the number 9 Mustang. Interesting that the Mustangs have dominated the front 3. Noah Turra, the top-ranked Chevrolet. Then we have Dravelmere. Keep an eye on Dravelmere. He's not real good in qualifying with these cars, it seems. But race-wise, he can run it with the best of the best here. But we are very much used to seeing Dravelmere dominating these GT Club events. Did anyone happen to catch the WEC opening round? Because that was dominant performance from Dravelmere. Ooh, okay, now here we go. Oh, hello, Matt Cotter, wake up! There we go. Oh, guys, I just saw cars getting closer and closer, and I was wondering if anyone had forgotten that this is AC, not ACC. So there's no ghosting on the roll-up laps. Anyway, we are set for a start. What are we thinking? Still 100% of people think it's going to be a clean turn 1. Rhino bringing up a very good point. It's GT Club. That is a very good point. I have to say, GT Club, 9 times out of 10. Oh, Motorsport League. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to broadcast that. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, unfortunately, we will be live streaming AK Racing's V8 Supercar Series from Symonds Plains on the 27th of March. That's a crying shame, Aussie. So, I have to say, TA2 is a favourite racing series of mine. In fact, have we actually got a result from that last poll I started? Oh, we're still going with the poll. Yeah, seeing a lot of people saying I shouldn't be drinking on stream. I agree, but whiskey is so nice. Anyway, we're getting set for a start. Enough of my complaining about me drinking on stream. So, Matt Cotter and Fando starting this race side by side. Have we lost someone? We have lost Matt Southwell. Southwell has binned it already on the warm-up lap. He's going to have to start rear of field. I don't think he's going to get it through in time. But, let's get ready for a start. Oh, he does actually get through. Oh, he gets a little bit sideways. He'll get a good rolling start on these guys, I swear. Anyway, we are away and racing, and Matt Cotter, he has gotten a massive start. Massive jump over Fando into turn number 1. Let's see if anyone bins it through turn 1 and 2. Oh, that is Matt Double, who has almost binned it. But he manages to keep it going. So you know what? You know, I'll call that a clean turn 1. There you go. You can have your points back, Rhino. And Double, he's actually had an absolutely shocking start. Oh, Southwell, he's had a shocking start. I thought he was doing pretty well. He was going around the outside of Weckert, Double, and Williams through the staircase, and unfortunately it hasn't really worked out for him. Matt Cotter, he leads the way going through turn 8. He's got Fando just behind him. Cicluna not really matching the pace of these front two at the moment. We'll remind you that this race is a 40-minute race, and they will have to make a mandatory pit stop. But Matt Cotter will lead them across the line for lap number 1, ahead of Fando and Daniel Cicluna. Noah Dravelmir's had a good start as well. He's on the back of Noah. Aussie Motorsport Elite, my bird wants to chat. Yeah, he always wants to chat. He loves being a part of commentary. That's why he's in here. Oh, Corey Williams has binned it coming out of the final corner. Huge shame for Corey. He was doing reasonably well up there. But, well, Noah Tara, he's doing the best he can to try and hold off Dravelmir. Lieutenant Lama Dravskin is dope. I agree. I do agree. In fact, that makes me think of a new prediction. Cannot type for crap right now. So, new prediction. Give you guys a couple of minutes to think about this one. 5 minutes. Who's going to be higher at half race distance? Will it be this man here that we're riding on board with, Noah Tara, or is it going to be the man chasing him, Dravelmir? Get your channel points in. Redeem those channel points if you want me to follow a certain driver. If you're a fan out there. Anyway, back at the front, it has tightened up. Matt Cotter, he has got Fando all over the back of him. Hugh Smackman, how many laps are there? Well, there's 34 minutes left in this race, so... yeah, 40-minute race 1. As again, Cotter leads the way from Fando. See these cars moving around under acceleration. Oh, Fando gives him a little nudge, a little taparoo there. That'll bring St. Daniel Cicluna into the mix, and that will put the pressure on Matt Cotter for sure. So Cycluna now, he is in a good position here. Motorsport League, yes, there is a mandatory pit stop in this race 1. Race 2 will be 20 minutes with a reverse grid top 10, well, reverse grid. Unfortunately, we haven't got more than 10 drivers tonight, which is a huge shame. So Cycluna is still within that 1 second distance between himself and Fando. Fando just lost a little bit of time to Cotter. As they head down the front straight. Lieutenant Lama bring up a good point there. Tyre attempts take a few laps to come up in these cars. That is absolutely true. Personally, I found it very difficult to keep tyre temperatures up. Oh, Southball has binned it going through turn 11, sorry. He's having a bit of a nightmare tonight around this circuit. Such a tough track with these cars. It was tough enough at Watkins Glen. And hopefully Southwell's still got a smile on his face. Here we go. We got a good battle here shaping up between Kim Weckert and Matt Double. Matt Double definitely out of place. He's had a shocking first 10 minutes of this race. Yes, that's a good point. Lieutenant Lama, just a reminder, if you want to get involved in this one, there's the GT Club Discord link. Get involved, take part, have fun. Of course, they've got their WEC series as well. Shout out to Suma, OJ Mod, and Nolzy for joining the GT Club Discord. Oh, here we go. So we've had a change in position for P4. Noah Turra, he has made an absolute meal out of the last 2 corners, and that has handed P4 to Dravelmere. Geez, aren't you glad I gave you guys plenty of time to think about your predictions? So, speaking of which, we have got a result from the poll. Should I cease drinking on stream? Yes and maybe. Thank you for your feedback out there, ladies and gentlemen. We'll start with that. We'll go with another poll as well, just to keep you guys entertained. As Weckert, actually, we shouldn't need to start a poll to keep you guys entertained. We've got some entertainment right here. This is for the top 5. Kim Weckert all over the back of Noah Turra. Turra just recovering after binning it at turn 1. Now he bins it at turn 8. Keeps it going. He's picked up a lot of damage though. So this will give Weckert a chance around the outside into turn 1. He'll try and get the switchback happening, but Turra's awake to it. Matt Double will climb onto the back of Weckert though as we enter turn 11. This is the closest battle on track. 3 cars nose to toe. You can throw a blanket over these guys as we head into the final corner. Look out the back of Noah Turra's Camaro now. Wonder just how much damage is on this car. It's definitely scuffed up. Front and rear is pretty scuffed up, unfortunately. These cars are not huge fans. Oh, he gets a little bit of compression lock. The 4-speed 4 on the floor is a little bit hard to get the rev magic. That is Dravelmere who has binned it, and he will lose the position to Noah Turra, and he will actually drop down to 7th place. So, geez, that would have been an on-throttle incident for Dravelmere. So these cars are catching out even the best drivers in GT Club. Oh, hello, he's back up to 4th. Never mind, that'll correct itself. There we go, now he's dropping down. So I've got another question for you guys in chat. So, I've got a question for you guys out there. How do you do sim racing? Do you wear racing gloves? And do you just do it bare hands? Let me know what you think. Let me know how you enjoy doing your sim racing. Me personally, I actually have a set of Sparco race gloves that I used to have for karting. And I'll actually show them on stream next time we put up the face cam. See, driving me all over the back. Kim Weckert has, I think he has binned it somewhere. I missed that while I was writing out the poll question. He has dropped down to 7th. But this battle here between Matt Double and Dravelmere, this is going on. Dravelmere just showing the nose to Matt Double into turn number 9. Battle is still alive at the front. Cotter and Fando, they're within a second of each other. And Cycluna is in striking distance. In fact, Cycluna, fastest of the top 3 in on that last lap. And there is a bit of daylight between Cycluna and Tara. In fact, Tara setting his personal best, and he is 6/10 faster than the 2 men chasing him at the moment. Oof. Just having a look at the prediction. Unfortunately, submissions have closed. Dravelmere getting all the votes there from Rhino, but, well, I mean, we've still got pit stops to go. So we get to that half race distance. That's normally when we start seeing people dive into pit lane. A lot of drivers prefer the half and half. So let's check in with our lead battle at the moment. It's still Matt Cotter leading the way. He gets a little bit sideways going through turn 11. Gets a real bad exit that will give Fando a chance to close the gap once more. As we enter the hairpin, Cotter really throwing around this TA2 Mustang. They don't call him the spinning torpedo for nothing, that's for sure. As they clatter over the curbs. As they start another lap, lap number 9. Tipping into the staircase now. I'll tell you what, Cycluna is doing well just to hang on to the back of these guys. As we missed Daniel Cycluna from round number 1. Don't know what happened to Daniel actually at the previous round. I'm going to participate in this poll. Got to represent the glove the glove clan. Oh, geez, these two at the front, they are getting really close together. Right on board now with Fando. Oh, Cotter is really running the gauntlet with that curb on the entry to turn 11. So that curb does not promote vehicle stability. As we head up towards half race distance, 4 minutes to go. Starting to see that we go on board with Matt Cotter actually. I reckon Cotter is starting to struggle with a bit of understeer. Tell you what, this Mustang is not looking anywhere near as clean as the Mustang chasing, well, the 2 Mustangs chasing him really. Let's right on board with Daniel Cycluna now. We'll have a look at how his car is handling. He's closed that gap down to just over a second behind Fando. as they head up towards turn 8. I'll tell you what, he had a lot of push going through turn 8. Now through turn 9. Gets it rotated nicely and gets the power down perfectly in the number 9. Now, who is going to come into pit lane first, do you reckon? I reckon for Cyclona, he might be willing to risk the undercut. Oh! Tell you what, it is so uncomfortable watching these cars go through the first chicane. We've also got a decent battle shaping up between Noah Turra and Matt Double. Double has closed that gap right down to Turra as they enter through the first chicane. Oh, he gets a good slide. You love seeing it, don't you? I love seeing these cars, how they move around. Speaking of TA2s, real life, does anyone actually follow the TA2 series? I believe they are racing this weekend at Phillip Island. If I'm not mistaken, I do have a friend who is racing. Hey Jax, hello mate, welcome back. Let's see if we can find some TA2 news from Phillip Island. Ajax, who's my friend racing? Oh no, Matt! Someone has binned it. That is Noah Turra. He has actually ended up on top of the barrier there. That is a golden bin. Off. Huge shame for Noah Turra, who's doing really well. Oh, you hate to see it, that's for sure. Let's check in with our leaders, though. Matt Cotafando and Sapluna. Ajax, who is my friend racing? I'm actually at the airport waiting to go to Melbourne for Phillip Island. Mate, that is really cool. A little bit jealous of you. My mate who is racing TA2 is John McCorkindale. 99% sure he is racing this weekend. See if I can find some results from practice today. I also have a reasonably good mate racing TCR on the same weekend. That would be Josh Buchanan. So... Oh, actually, no, they're not racing this weekend. Never mind. I'll shut up then. But TCR is definitely racing at Phillip Island this weekend. Yeah, TCR is racing this weekend, Ajax. It was TA2 that's not racing this weekend. They're racing at the Bend in April. Huge shame. I'd love to see these cars at Phillip Island. Speaking of which, we might check the next round of TA2 here. Road America on the 25th of March for GT Club. So make sure you mark that one down. That'll be. I think these cars will be super suited to that track. And then they go to Lime Rock, Road Atlanta, and then of course, being an Australian series, we have to finish the series at Bathurst, as we have the first of our pit stops, Dravelmere, in the Jim's Track Limits Mountain Dew Camaro. So there we go. See where Dravelmere ends up at the end of this race. Oh, here we go. So Daniel Cycluna now into pit lane. I had a feeling that Daniel Cycluna would dive for pit lane and try and get the undercut. I guess Ryan can keep his points then, I suppose, because Drevemir was on top at half race distance. So, let's see. Who is going to finish higher? We're going to go. We're going to go with our leaders, Daniel Cicluna and Matt Cotter. Here we go. Give you guys 2 minutes to have a think about that. So, who's going to finish higher at the end of this race? Is it going to be this man here, Daniel Cicluna, or Matt Cotter? So, Daniel Cicluna has just made his mandatory pit stop. Interesting to see that the majority of you race with no gloves. That is very interesting. I would have thought a few of you would have been rocking some sort of gloves. Maybe some of you are just tougher than me. I don't know. Sim pleb. Matt Cotter now, another fastest lap, 24.721. That is quite rapid with race pace. Well, that'll probably be the next question I ask, Lieutenant. Do you wear boots? Do you not wear boots? Oh, what have I started? I've started a big conversation in chat there about why people race with gloves. I personally race with gloves just for a bit of feel, I suppose. It sort of also just gives me a little bit more comfort. Just personally, I like having that little bit of comfort with the race glove. But I'll tell you what is a pain using a keyboard with gloves. Do not recommend. Yeah, I'll definitely show you my gloves next time we have the face cam on. I quite like my gloves. They're what I used to wear in karting. Really not much to talk about at the moment. The field is pretty well spread apart. I guess we should probably give a bit of a shout out to MotoGP. They are also on this weekend. I think it's looking quite even Stevens at the top. Huge surprise at round one with Enea Bastianini rocking that 2021 Ducati. Really showed them the way. So, let's try and find some early results from the MotoGP practice sessions. Here we go. Ajax. Oh, okay. Rip for Marc Marquez. He has already had a tumble in free practice 2. As Matt Cotter now dives into pit lane. That'll hand the lead to this man here, Fando 26. We'll see where Daniel Cicluna comes out. He's coming out of turn 11. Is Cotter going to get out ahead of Daniel Cicluna? He's got to get a good exit out of the pit box. Cicluna coming around the final corner now. And Matt Cotter out comfortably ahead of Daniel Cicluna. Cicluna not really having the best outlap in the number 9 Mustang. Ajax, whereabout in Oz am I again? I am in Canberra. Okay, so here we go. I've got a report for MotoGP. Free practice 2. Quattararo leads Yamaha 1-2. Big names outside of top 10. Okay. Let's see if we can get a set of results. Here we go. So it was Fabio Quattararo, Franco Morbidelli leading the way. Johan Zarco in third fastest. Jorge Martin and Anea Bastianini rounding out the top 5. Then we have Jack Miller, the Australian, in 6th. Alicia Spargo, Aprilia, Brad Binder for KTM, and Miguel Oliveira also for KTM. Good to see the KTM's doing well as well, by the way. Oh, that was Corey Williams going straight ahead as Daniel Cicluna was coming up on behind him. Now, Fernando is in pit lane. I don't think he's going to keep the lead, though. We'll see if Daniel Cicluna can leapfrog Fernando, and no, he cannot. So Fernando, it's pretty well as you were before the before the pit stops ran through for our top 3. Oh, Lieutenant Lambert, a Canberra by myself. Just bought a place out in Gunning, though. Nice, man. Congratulations. Canberra boy. Okay. Mate, we'll have to catch up for a drink or something, mate. I'm basically in North Cooma, though. Deep, deep south. So deep you can hear the banjos. So we've got about 12 minutes left in 12 minutes left in this race. Your leader is Matt Cotter. Looks like everyone has made their pit stops now. Cotter has just put Kim Weckert a lap down. Honestly, I'm not really surprised that Matt Cotter is so strong in these cars, especially around this circuit. Oh, we have someone who... Who was that? Oh, that Cotter there. Could have sworn I heard heaps of engines screaming then. But, yeah. Well, let's have a look at the results from that poll. So, as I said, majority of you raced with no gloves. So I guess we better start a new poll. Oh my goodness me, I still cannot type on this keyboard. So, here's a new poll for you. How do you sim race? Do you race with race boots for that full immersion? Do you run just with basic sneakers? Do you run with socks, or do you just go barefoot, go caveman style? Hit that poll up. We continue to watch Matt Cotter just stamping his authority. It was looking pretty tight between himself and Fando, but then Matt Cotter just sort of turned up the wick. Now he's got a massive gap. Last time a 25-5, 25-5 for Fando as well. And Cyclona, he's just a little bit behind Fando. I'm actually going to take part in this poll as well. I'm full serious. I go the race boots. I've got some old Sparko karting boots that I run with, and tell you what, that was the best part about racing karts. I always had the race gear ready for sim racing. Thank you, Ajax. Thanks for joining in. Hope you pop in a little bit later. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Quickly check in on Daniel Cyclona because he's got that gap a little bit on Fando. Tell you what, if you caught our stream on Sunday night with AK Racing V8 Supercars, Daniel Cyclona was a massive player in that race at Albert Park. Both races. Almost had the double podium, but unfortunately he got DQ'd from race number 2 with the real pen. So unfortunately he lost 2 great results. Still managed a podium in race 1. Gets a little bit sideways out of turn 7. Cyclona will know this track like the back of his hand for sure, with all of his experience in V8 Supercars. I'll tell you what, he's got the slide. Oh, we've got a car around. That's Matt Cotter. Our race leader is around. So Matt Cotter has made a mistake going into turn 11, and that hands the lead to Fando, but he is immediately passed by Daniel Cyclona. So now we've got a race on our hands with less than 6 minutes left to go in this race. Cyclona now and Fando, they're side by side. You almost think they're doing another rolling start as they head up towards turn number 1. Who's going to be first on the brakes? Who's going to be bravest? It's going to be Fando. But how much damage is on the front end of the 26? Oh, Cyclona gets a little bit of a slide on. Right on board now with Daniel Cyclona as he continues to chase down Fando. We'll see if Cotter can make up some time. Cotter's definitely got the pace out of these 3, but he's got to catch and pass. And of course, this track hard enough to pass with a V8 Supercar. Then you got one of these big, thick, wide TA2s is going to be even harder. But Fando leads the way for now. He's got a very aggressive driver behind him in Daniel Cyclona. Cyclona skating on the brakes as they go down through the gears. Compression locking that number 9. Now through turn 11. We see that Cyclona, he really wants this race win. But how much damage is actually on the front of the only Fando Mustang? Oh, a fair bit of damage. I don't know how much that's going to affect him though. Pretty robust cars. I like that on the back of the Fando Mustang. Just LS swap it. Usually fixes a few problems with some of the Fords. Actually fixes a lot of problems with a lot of cars. But I tell you what, Matt Cotter is closing in on the back of these guys. That gap is now just over a second. It was 4 seconds at the beginning of this lap. So Cotter very strong through the staircase. Can Matt Cotter fight back to the front of this this race? Through turn 8 again. Vando's got a bit of a gap now from Cycluna. But I mean, I think you could start playing the Jaws music now because Matt Cotter is coming. He is trying to close the gap down. He's actually got that gap almost down to under 3 seconds within a lap. I'll see what lap times these front two are doing. I have a feeling that Matt Cotter's going to run out of time though, unfortunately. So 25.2, 25.5, plays a 24.3, fastest lap of the race for Matt Cotter. So Cotter, maybe just a slight lapse in concentration for the number 77. Has cost him the race lead. Oh, we see a lot of damage on Cycluna's car now. He's got a cracked windscreen. That's not ideal. Otherwise, the rest of the car is looking pretty clean. Continue to count down the last 2 minutes of this race. Vando, your leader. Matt Cotter hunting down Daniel Cycluna. Who is going to be in front though for the prediction? Will it be Cycluna or will it be Matt Cotter? See, two guys have jumped in with the channel points. Ajax and Rhino. Ajax isn't even going to be here to collect his points if Cycluna gets in front. Into the final corner they go. 1.5 minutes left. Oh, Cotter has binned it again. Oh, please, where's my mouse? There he is. Oh, that is a huge shame for Cotter. He was just starting to get a little bit greedy with the track limits. And unfortunately, just had a big overcorrection, so I might give that 2 bins. So I'm hearing someone absolutely bashing the limiter. As Vando, I think this will be the final lap for Vando in the 26. He's got a comfortable 2.5 second gap over Daniel Cycluna. Don't worry, Rhino. You'll get your points back, don't you worry. Moonwalker 23, hello mate, welcome back. Is this 2 races? Absolutely, we've got race 2 coming up. It'll be a reverse grid race. So unfortunately Kim Workout has binned it. And there we go, checker flag for Vando ahead of Daniel Cycluna. So let's give some channel points out there. So Daniel Cycluna getting some points for Ajax, and Ajax isn't even here to collect them. So Matt Cotter will limp home for 3rd. See Matt Southwell, he has already crossed the line. He's in 8th. He's had a shocking race. Still getting to grips with this car. Matt Doubler will come home. He's had a good recovery. He'll come home in 4th place. He hasn't even got the golden bin yet. So Matt Double comes home in 4th. Dravomir, he'll be happy with a decent top 5, that's for sure. There we go. Dravomir crosses the line and he'll be the last of the finishers on the lead lap. In fact, Dravomir not happy. So let's let's wrap up this first half of tonight's racing. So Fando 26, he takes out the first race tonight. Great drive from Fando, ahead of Daniel Cycluna and Matt Cotter. Matt Cotter, I don't know what happened to him. He binned it at turn 11, and that just handed the lead to Fando and Cycluna. And then, unfortunately, while trying to chase down Cycluna, he binned it again, coming out of the hairpin. Then we have Matt Double in 4th, Dravelmere in 5th, Weckert in 6th, Corey Williams 7th, Matt Southball 8th, and then Noah Turra, unfortunately, he ended up on top of a tyre barrier. And unfortunately, he ended up getting teleported back to pit and never rejoined the race. That's a real shame for Noah. He was doing really strong up in the top 5. But anyway, let's bring... Oh, please. There we go. So, yeah. Not a bad race. Fando with the win. What do you know? And, well, I got the camera on. Here we go. This is what I race with. Nice, decent Sparko race glove. Definitely recommend Sparko for your racewear. Seem to just hold together quite nicely too. So any surprises there for... actually, we should start a new poll driver of the race. So let's see, we got Fando. Cotter. Why can't I type? I'll give you guys a decent 3 minutes to think about this. So, who's your driver of the race for race number 1? Let me know in the poll, and we'll also start a prediction. Are we going to have a clean turn 1? Now, if you've got any questions you want to ask me, don't be afraid to shout them out in chat. While we are waiting, may as well chuck up a link again to the GT Club Discord. If you're loving what you're seeing so far, get involved with GT Club. They do have a few events happening at the moment. Of course, they've got TA2, which is running right now. Then they've got WEC as well. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Welcome to the GT Club Discord, Leukemia. That's a rough one. That's a rough one. That's a troll. And also they've got their WEC series as well, so don't be afraid to check that out as well. Let's see, let's bring that up as well. So there you go, WEC. Of course, the next round coming up, 2 hours of Spa. That'll be exciting. Hugh Smackman, how's my day going? It's going bloody great, actually. It's been quite nice. Don't forget to get involved with the predictions. Get some channel points. You can redeem those channel points to follow any driver you want me to follow. As we now have a server. That's good. And no one gave driver of the race. You know what? It's going to be captain's call by the sounds of things. Matt Double. Actually, no. We're still going with the poll. Never mind. Start that prediction again. Clean turn 1. Jump in, guys. Get those channel points happening. They're free. Channel points are free. Okay, we are in the server. That is good to see. So let's run through the starting. God, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my God! Oh, jeez. What? Why is that happening? Why does it do that? Please? Please stop? Oh, please. Please. I swear I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Okay, so, I was under the impression this is going to be a reverse grid race. I assume these guys will sort it out on track. But it should be Noah Turra, Matthew Southwell on row 1. Row 2, Corey Williams and Kim Weckert. Row 3, Dravelmere and Matt Double. Row 4, Matt Cotter and Daniel Cicluna. And then Fando off the back row of the grid. Rhino Racing still drinking? No, I'm actually empty, and there's the proof. There's the proof. I really should not have been drinking. You know what, it was worth it. It's quite nice. To be honest, I've never had Johnny Walker before, but it's really nice. Anyway, let's get rid of my face. Bring up some racing. So, any predictions for this race? Who are we liking? Do you reckon Fando can come through from the back of the grid? I mean, I'm assuming we're doing reverse grid. Do you reckon that Matt Cotter can win? Clean turn 1? Yeah, we're going to have a clean turn 1. Hell yeah, we're going to have a clean turn 1. This is GT Club. I'm such a bad influence on you, Moonwalker. You should definitely get in on these predictions. Spuddy SQ, focus on a driver. Who do you want me to focus on, Spuddy? As the field moves away. Sort of. Kind of. Okay. Fando, you awake there, buddy? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we are away. Let's see if we can actually get... Oh, Spuddy. Oh, you're making it hard for me, mate. It's your points. It's your points, mate. Okay, so as I said, everyone's just sorting out their positions on track. They couldn't quite get the reverse grid happening on track, but it should be Noah Turra who will be our pole sitter for tonight's second race. Kim Weckert will line up, will head the third row. Then we have Corey Williams. You know what? We'll focus on Fando for you, Spuddy. And we will actually ride on board with him for the first corner. Actually, no, we can't. But we will definitely focus on Fando after turn number 1. Now that we can give you a good run through the back of the field. I got a few good predictions happening in chat there. Noah should go all right, and Drav will carve a few guys up. That's fair. I have to say, Drav is taking a while to come to terms with these TA2 cars. Oh, we have a car around. That is Kim Weckert. He has binned it on the warm-up lap. I'm going to give that 3 golden bins. That is bin of the night. That'll be slightly embarrassing for Kim, but hopefully he can get to the back of the field again. But we are getting set for a start. Let's get ready for a start. As the field rolls up towards the start finish line. Kim Wecker will have to start from rear of field. He's going to be frustrated with that. Anyway, we are set and we are racing. It is a decent start from the front row. Well, Noah Toa has just absolutely walked away with it. Southwell had a shocker. We've managed to squeeze through turn number 1 and 2. We're right on board now with Fando. Look at this craziness. He's already picked up 1 position. Whoa, getting pretty tight there. There's not a lot of room on this track. And that room gets a lot narrower when we throw TA2 cars. Double almost around. He almost gets served by Cotter. Oh, Weckert up the inside. Oh, he gives Fando a bit of a hip and shoulder. Sort of saw that coming in the rear vision mirror. And I called that a clean turn 1. No one got turned around. Now, is Fando still side by side? That is never a good recipe for turn 8. Cold tyres turn 8, and they still managed to get through somehow. But Fando, he's done well. As we see, double up the inside of Wecker. Good exchange from these guys. And we'll have a look at this. Cycluna, he's done well. He's up to 5th place. He turns Dravelmere. Oh, Dravy's been turned by Daniel Cycluna. That'll give Fando a good chance into the hairpin. Get a new prediction happening for you folks at home as well. Oh, we got cars around Weckert and Matt Double. Oh no, it's reverse grids. Never ideal. Always cause a little bit of carnage. But Noah Torres cleared out. He is 2.5 seconds up the road from these guys. We see, oh, Southwell is all over the back of Corey Williams. Southwell had an absolute shocking start. He missed it. He was napping like crazy. As we head through the staircase now, Cycluna and Cotter all over the back of Southwell now. So Southwell will be ideally trying to put up, put a car between himself and Cycluna. As he's thinking about a move into turn 8, he decides against it. Oh, Cycluna finds the fence, so does Southwell actually. And he's got a good run on Williams. Going into turn 9, he gets, can he pull it up? Oh, can he pull it up? That was lovely from Matt Southwell. That is definitely almost past the day, but here comes Cotter around the outside of Southwell. And in fact, that is past of the day. So, geez, great exchange there from Matt Cotter. Matt Cotter is absolutely cleared out. Not going to do half race distance, just remember that it's a 20-minute race. But we are going to make it interesting. Who is going to finish higher? Is it going to be Fando? Or will it be... this is going to be a little bit tough to make a decision here, but we'll go Noah Tara. Why not? Get your prediction in. Oh, we got Cycluna. He's, I think he may have fed a wheel to Cycluna there. So Southwell there, sorry. And now that brings Fando onto the back. Oh, Southwell having a think about it through the staircase. Not going to work this time. Hugh Smackman on the GT Club Discord. If you look under TA2 Trans Am Series, you will find Trans Am sign up. Southwest, I reckon he'd be a little bit angry. Oh, that is a decent bin there from Southie. Not quite a golden bin, but I'll give that 2 bins out of 5. He managed to hold on to it quite nicely and didn't take anyone out, so that is great stuff from Matt Southwell. He'll probably disagree with me. Oh, and now Southwell runs in deep. He's just maybe a little bit frustrated, but he'll rejoin just behind Corey Williams, but ahead of Matt Double and Kim Weckert. But have a look at this. Noah Torres out in front, but that gap is coming down rapidly between himself and Matt Cotter. I'll tell you what, Cotter, he is in his element here. Big, heavy cars with V8s in them. H pattern as well. Adelaide street circuit. Don't think you're going to get much better than this. Oh, Southwell has had another bin moment, I'd say. Just coming through the staircase. He drops down to the back of the field. I tell you what, Cotter is bringing Cycluna and Fando onto the back of Tara. Can Noah Tara actually hold these guys off? Look at the confidence Cotter has. He's already all over the back of Noah Tara now, as Weckert and Double now trade positions. And Southwell, I think, has binned it at turn 9. Oh, he's managed to keep it going. So we're right back on board now with Noah Tara. We're looking at the front of the number 77 Mustang. Heading into turn 1 now. Oh, Cotter, he runs it onto the gravel. Oh, look at that. Absolutely launches it over the chicane. Tara on the compression lock into Wakefield Street. Oh, Cycluna makes a mistake into Wakefield as well. Look at Cotter around the outside. He's running the trailer park girl strategy. Noah is trying to hold it off, but I don't think he's going to get it. Meanwhile, in the background, Fando and Cycluna are battling away. And Cycluna manages to hold on to third place, but your new race leader, Matt Cotter. Tell you what, Matt Cotter, I don't think there is another driver who is as good at these reverse grid races as he is. He is absolutely outstanding when it comes to these reverse grid races. We're not even at half race distance. He started near the back, and he is now leading the way. He's just got to keep that concentration up, and hopefully he doesn't make a mistake like he did in race 1. Oh, here we go. As I was saying, he just makes a little mistake, but manages to hold it together. $26.4 for Matt Cotter, $27.6 for Tara. And then the two gentlemen, Cycluna and Fando, down then 27s as well. Dravelmere, he actually sets a 26.098. So Dravelmere is actually closing the gap on Fando and Cycluna. So Dravelmere, he's got the eyes on. Tries to close the gap on Fando and Cycluna. He'll be helped out a little bit by these two guys battling away. Interesting, different lines that we've just seen. See Cycluna and Fando really slapping that exit curb and running all the way out to the wall, but Dravelmere just not using all the exit space. Here comes Fando up the inside. He's managed to pull it off, but there'll be a switchback coming from Cycluna. Cycluna's got the drive. They're going to give each other room going into turn 11. Fando just escorts Cycluna wide a little bit, and Fando will take over the final podium position, and he'll try and close the gap on Noah Tara just in front of him. Corey Williams has binned it at the hairpin. This might actually help out Southwell. Southwell's having a nightmare night, but he'll take over 8th place from the recovering Williams. Matt Cotter just made a mistake coming out of the chicane there. That's Cotter maybe just on the limit of grip with this 77 Mustang. We'll have a little look at driver of the race. Well, you guys, for race 1, you named Fando as driver of the race, so I'll run with that. Not a bad effort from Fando. But I thought Matt Double did very well to fight back after being well down. But we'll run with that. Fando, driver of the race for race 1. He may get driver of the race for race 2, although he's going to have to battle hard with this guy, Matt Cotter. As I detailed a little bit earlier, I don't think there is anyone who is better at carving his way through a field than Matt Cotter. He's very aggressive. Sometimes it gets him into trouble, but he doesn't waste time when it comes to carving through the field, and sometimes that's what you need to do. But honestly, it's nothing short of entertaining whenever Matt Cotter starts at the rear of field. We saw that at Albert Park on Sunday night. I think the only thing that the only other driver that might do better in reverse grid races would have to be Philippa Bakita. If any of you follow the Octane Online racing, Philippa is in a world of her own in the yellow split. Had a dreaded DC in race 1 on Wednesday night. Managed to fight away back up to a decent position after reconnecting. Put it on 13th for race number 2 with the reverse grid top 12. And she still carved her way through for a win. So, yeah, definitely Philippa Bakita would give Matt Cotter a run for his money in these reverse grid races. But let me know in chat if you know someone who doesn't waste time in reverse grid races. Tell you what, someone who is on the move is Kim Weckert. He's just set another personal best, 26.403. Matt Double also doing a personal best too. As we continue to count down the time, 5 minutes left in this race. Your leader, Matt Cotter, after he started off of, I want to say, 7th. Tell you what, the gap between Fando and Turo, that's taking a while to close in. Right on board now with Fando. Will only take a few little errors from Noah, and Fando will be all over the back of him. There we go, there's a little error from Turo. He gets a bad run out of the hairpin. While I'm thinking about it, those of you sitting at home in chat, if you want to get involved with the TA2 series with GT Club, there is their Discord. Get involved. Oh, Kim Weckert, a 25.6. So Weckert, well, better late than never, I suppose. He is, he's starting to travel. Oh, no. Southwell has binned it again at turn 11. Everyone's favourite corner tonight. Oh, Matt Double has binned it coming into turn 3. So we're getting late into the race and the bins are starting to come on down. Oh, we got a good battle here now. Fando's got a good run on the back of Toro going through turn 8. Oh, Fando finds the fence at turn 8. That won't help him. Oh, Toro's made a mistake into turn 9 now. And Fando is ahead. Oh, they touch. Fando half around. Noah manages to jam on the brakes and keep it together. But that's going to allow Daniel Cycluna to move up into the podium position. A bit of a frustrating moment there for both Fando and Noah. Runner racing Southwell on the Jack Daniels as well. No, I think in typical Southie fashion, he has not practiced. Which is a bit of a shame. Southie practice, he'd be right up here with these guys. He has got some skill. Have a look at this. Oh, Weckert into pit lane. I wonder if this is going to be a splash and dash for Kim Weckert running out of fuel. Anyway, let's check back on this battle. No, Atari is not taking this lying down. Oh, no, you're joking. Matt Cotter has binned it at turn 9, and that will bring Fando into this battle, and this will be for the lead. We have got a race on our hands with less than 2 minutes left in this race. I'll tell you what, these cars, they are catching some of the best drivers we have had on this channel out. No one is immune to these mistakes. Joined with Noah Torres battling for that final podium position as they head through turn 1 and 2. Well, I'll tell you what, Cycluna, he is pushing the limits with those track limits. Oh no, no way, Matt Double has binned it at turn 11. And it looks like he is stuck. I think Matt Double is out. He is out. Oh, huge shame for Matt Double. It was a really strong night for him. It's going to leave elevate Kim Weckert and Corey Williams and Matt Southwell up for sure. Anyway, let's check in with this battle. Noah Turry's still clinging on for dear life onto the back of Daniel Cycluna. I think Taro would deserve a podium after this drive. Oh, Cycluna, a little error. Couldn't quite get the drive down. Oh, look at that. That was lovely from Noah. As we start our final lap, Matt Cotter, your leader. Oh no, Matt Southwell has binned it, and this could affect our leaders. Oh, maybe not. He actually gets it quite... Oh, Southie. Oh no, he's cooked those rear tyres, and he does involve Fando. Thing is with these tyres, once they cook, it's tough to get them to grip up again. You have to be stupidly patient on the throttle. But this brings a good battle for the second place. Now Toro will be racing for second, and I reckon Cycluna, he'll be aching for a send here on the Fando going into turn 9. Not close enough, although Fando runs it in deep. Final passing opportunity for Cycluna. And I don't think he's going to be close enough this time. It will be Matt Cotter who takes a legendary win in race number 2. In P2 will be Fando and Cycluna. Noah Tara missing out on a podium only just. Then we have a big long wait for Dravelmere. Dravelmere was looking so strong earlier in the race. He looked as though he was catching Cycluna and Fando, but unfortunately just fell off there. Moonwalker, what was he doing there? Mate, I would say he cooked the rear tyres and he just had no grip whatsoever. And it is so hard to try and keep the grip up. Ted Lama, thanks for joining me, mate. Oh no, Southwell has binned it again. It's been a frustrating night for Matt Southwell. So he will limp over the line in 8th. He'll be very disappointed with that. We're going to wait. We'll try and see where Kim Weckert is. There he is. He's coming over the line now. we'll start up a new poll while we're waiting for the rest of the field to cross the line. There goes Corey Williams, and we'll head back to pit lane, and we will run through the order. And I'll also start up a poll for driver of the race. Of course, you don't have to take... you can spend a few channel points to put in your own answers. But, these are the drivers of the race. I'll let you have 5 minutes to put in your vote for driver of the race. We also have a outcome for the prediction, and it was Fando who was on top ahead of Noah Tara. So there you go. There's some channel points. To Hugh Smackman. Nice one, mate. Got a few points there. Anyway, let's run through the final positions. So, Matt Cotter, your winner of race number 2, ahead of Fando 26 and Daniel Cycluna. Noah Tara in 4th, and Dravomir rounds out the top 5. We then have Kim Weckert, Corey Williams, Matt Southwell. Disappointing race for Matt Southwell, I have to say. Matt Double as well, similarly, a disappointing race for him. Rounding out the field, a DNF, unfortunately, for Matt Double. But, geez, what a night of racing. And in case you didn't quite catch it, there's a link to the GT Club Discord. Get involved with this. These are very fun cars to race. We will just dive out of the server, and I want to have a look at the replay, actually, for race number 2. So I want to see how Matt Cotter actually picked his way through the field. I think Golden Bin will have to go to Kim Weckert for his effort on the roll-up lap. I really think if you bin it on the warm-up lap, that is just instant Golden Bin. Not sure if you guys agree with me, but I'll run with that. But yeah, let me know in chat if you think that's a bit harsh. Anyway, let's bring up Matt Cotter. Okay, we're right on board with him, and we'll see how he gets through this first lap. Okay, so gets a good jump. And it's all about patience here. He's got Cycluna on the right. And he just gets a slightly better run. He gets a little bit balked there by Matt Double. That doesn't bother him. He just yeets it around the outside. Right on board with Matt Cotter for this first lap. Oh, 3 wide going into Wakefield Street, into the staircase. Cycluna diving up the inside there. I think unfortunately he does give Double a little tap. But Double... Well, I don't think Double was able to save that. So, like I said, Cotter very aggressive on the starts, but sometimes it does get him into trouble. Might redo this replay of the first lap on board with Daniel Cycluna, though, as he absolutely flew through the field. Well, as I say that, geez, Cotter good on the brakes. He's just waiting for Dravomir and Cycluna to come unstuck with each other. And that just drags him right back into the battle. And that is the opening lap on board with Matt Cotter, so not a bad run there. We're right on board now with Daniel Cycluna. We'll see how this race started from his perspective. We're still counting down driver of the race. Don't forget to cast your vote. Good start from Cycluna. He almost tried to make it 3 wide going into the chicane, but he bailed out of it rather smartly. Now, that is very, very brave from Daniel Cycluna. But with these shorter races and reverse grid, you have to take your chances. I'll tell you what, that was stupidly brave from Daniel Cycluna. 3 wide on the way into the staircase. You don't see a lot of people doing that, that's for sure. And I think he does, unfortunately, tangle up with Dravelmere going through turn 11. Very clean here. So he actually tries for a switchback here. Unfortunately, he just misjudged where the front of the Mustang was. And that is the end of that battle, unfortunately, between Cycluna and Dravelmere. I think that will do us tonight. So thank you very much to everyone who's joined us in the stream. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you want to come back. And yeah, definitely. Our next stream, if I'm not mistaken, if I can quickly just have a look at Shakedown Sim Racing, see if they've got something happening. Unfortunately, I haven't got a calendar up, unfortunately. That's rather frustrating. So I have no idea when Shakedown will be coming back. Hopefully they'll let me know. But we will be back. Hopefully, we'll be back definitely next Friday for round number 3 of the TA2 series, and that will be from. Let me see. It should be Road America. So make sure you hit the follow button, and that way you don't miss the next stream. Otherwise, after that, we will be live for V8 Supercars with AK Racing the next Sunday. So this is the only stream that we've got this weekend. Pretty cool. Not bad racing, but thank you very much for everyone for joining the stream. It was I actually quite enjoyed that. Hopefully you enjoyed the racing, and we will see you next time. See you later, everyone.